Hi guys, so we've just been to Madeira and it was very pretty. We're still in port and we're leaving Madeira at 5:30, so we've got quite a while because it's like 2:30 or something now, 3 o'clock now. So that's why I'm doing my vlog now. So first of all, let's do an outfit of the day, because may as well. So I'm wearing, I think I've done this before in this top, but Mexico top, it says Mexico across there, and these jeggings from like, ooh, what does that word say? Oh. They're from Gap Kids, so they're like that, and then that lovely pattern there. And then I'm wearing these trainers, again, and they're quite comfortable. That's what I'm wearing. So anyway, what am I doing? Anyway. So Madeira is really pretty. I can show you actually now because we're in port. So that is Madeira, home site of Madeira. Very pretty. Anyway, so we went. Oh, I should actually show you where we went. We went around there, around these sorts of houses and stuff, and they were like, so some of them are poor, some of them are rich, and up there there is a place where you either take a cable car up there, or your car or taxi or coach up to this big like hill. It's like literally that steep. And you go down, it's a road that you go down, but you go down these like little baskets, and it's like a toboggan, and you sit in, there's ones for like 3 people, and then there's ones for 2 people, and you sit in these things, and these two guys just like pull you along a bit with the ropes on the front, and then they let go of the ropes once you've got enough momentum to carry on going, and then they'll like push you to get you faster, and you're allowed to like say rapido, rapido, because that means faster, faster, when you want to go faster, so they can push harder, so they know. But like sometimes because they can't control it, the thing's going down the road, and it sometimes goes off track, so it like goes off to the side sometimes, and goes like at an angle and stuff. But that's quite cool. And there are like ditches down the side of the road for like all the waste and stuff. That I was worried that we would crash down into those ditches because they're quite deep, and we probably might not have been able to go out of those ditches. But basically I was a bit worried, but it ended up being really, really fun. I've actually got a picture here, I'll just go and get it, sorry. It's of us on the toboggan. These guys along the way were taking pictures of everyone and then selling them back at the bottom of the slope. So like when you got to the bottom you could buy the picture. So that's quite cool if you heard anything I just said. So basically these guys were taking pictures as we went down. So that's a picture of us. Actually, I shouldn't have actually put that up, but okay. That's a picture of us. And basically these 2 guys pushing it. I can't really show it anymore because my parents are on it. Actually, I shouldn't have done that, but I might put their heads out a bit. Like I might take their heads out. But basically, yeah, that's the picture that these guys took. 2 people took pictures, and we decided from the nicer guy there was a better picture, which was really weird because this guy, there's this really ugly, not attractive guy, and he wasn't very nice. He wasn't giving us a very good deal on them. So so basically we didn't buy the picture from him, and his photography was terrible. So the other guy, he was really, really nice and gave us a really good deal. They're meant to be €10, but actually we got it a tiny bit cheaper, and the picture was better anyway, so yeah. Anyway, it just says that, I just remembered, it's 2 kilometres. Kilometres? What am I like? I'm really bad at that sort of thing. Anyway, so it was 2 kilometres down the slope. So it wasn't that long, it was like a 15-minute ride. You thought, because like you carried on going on until you got to the end, but basically as you went across these crossroads, so you were going across here and there were cars coming across, and there was just had to be these guys there just stopping the traffic, so it's quite worrying that you might get run over by a car, but there were these guys there that were really good at their job, who just like stopped the traffic. So that was probably my favourite part of the day. We also went to this glass platform which was over the beach, so you could literally, I was thinking maybe you could picture that it's just like a picture that they put underneath the glass, but actually you can see the sea moving beneath, obviously because the sea moves, but you can't really imagine if it's a picture, and picture can't move, so but that was really scary. So my mum and dad walked across it, and my dad's scared of heights, so I don't really get how he did that, but he was really brave. I didn't want to go over because I was too scared because it was so high. It was like, if you've ever been like up a mountain or anything, something like that. It was like looking on through a glass platform halfway up a mountain. I don't know whether that's really vague or something, but it was like on top of mountains, like that high. It might not be that obvious how high it is, but it was really, really high. So the mountains were about that high, and then halfway down one of those mountains, well, it wasn't those actually, it's like over there, a bit further that way. But on one of the mountains further that way, there's the glass platform. It was really high. I think it was, no, I remember now, it was the highest mountain in names. What's the name of the place? Does it say here? Madeira. It was the highest mountain in Madeira, but halfway down that was the glass platform, so it would have been quite high. I don't know how high though. But anyway, yeah, Madeira was really pretty. Lovely taxi driver that we had. Well, it wasn't just one taxi going to one place. He was like a tour guide, sort of, driving like a taxi van, and he took us around Madeira for the whole day. Well, no, not the whole day, because it's not really. It's only like 3:30. But he was really nice, and I really enjoyed it. It was really fun, and then we got to like sort of walk around the market and stuff, which was like really pretty, because they saw on one bit it was all pretty flowers and stuff, and another bit there's like an upstairs. I don't know what was there because we didn't go upstairs, but there were like these, and another part when you go downstairs into like this massive basement thing. There were these guys filleting fishes, so taking the guts out of these fishes. It was a bit horrible, but me and my mum went to see that, which was quite weird, but then it was quite cool to seeing what different fishes there are. What different fish there were. So there was, I'll tell you a fact, another fact of the day, probably be giving you a lot of them, because I'm going on like 4 or 5 places. So, fact of the day, there's a fish that lives so far under the water that it's really hard to catch, for the fishermen to catch, and when they've caught it, when they manage to catch it, as they bring it up, the pressure of the water, because there's lots of pressure underneath the water, these fish have got used to, because obviously they live really deep in the water, so they've got used to how much pressure there is so deep in the water. So then, like, when they're brought up, basically like in space, they just, like, their bodies just split, they die. So they don't the fishermen don't have to kill them before, after they've caught them, because they die coming up anyway because of the pressure underwater. So, like, if you, for example, if you go to space, there's no pressure, like, there's lots of pressure in space, but there's no air, no oxygen, so we'll die, but our bodies will just explode, basically, because we're under there, we're up in space. That's why we have to have space suits, because otherwise we wouldn't survive in space, because there's, like, no atmosphere. There goes the walkie-talkie from my grandparents. Wonder what they're doing. Anyway, so yeah, Madeira was very pretty and I really enjoyed it. Okay, the walkie-talkie is going mad. Don't grab it. No, it's gonna annoy you. So basically, yeah, Madeira was really pretty and I really enjoyed my day. So we got until 5:30 until the ship parts, so we'll probably go up onto the top deck of the ship because they do like a sail away party, so they play music, modern music, and everyone dances to it as we sail away, and then the captain does this announcement of "Goodbye Madeira," and then we go. So yeah, we have the storm's gone because it was Storm Katie, so force 12 winds, so hurricane. There would have been the winds were so strong they could have caused a hurricane. That was really strong. So it's Storm Katie that we went through, but now that's gone because we're further away from where it was. But where it was, as I told you in the other videos, it was really stormy. That was Storm Katie, and Storm Katie was hurricane winds, which was quite scary. But that's why the boat was rocking, that's why I was moving all about the place in the videos. If you can't really see it, but I was moving all about the place while I was making my videos. So basically that is why the videos haven't been as good as what they are normally, but this one's better because we're in port. We've not moved, we're not moving. But anyway, yeah, so Madeira was really pretty. The storm was terrible, but now it's gone. So tomorrow we're in Lisbon, I want to say, but I don't know, I might be lying to you. But anyway, it might be Lisbon, I don't know. But basically, it doesn't take long to get to each island. But this isn't a Canary Island, so after this island, we're going to one of the first Canary Islands that we're going to. So it might be Lisbon. Don't know. Really don't know. Terrible, that sort of thing. But basically, tomorrow, because it won't take long because it's just like loads of islands, tomorrow we'll be at Lisbon or something, wherever we're gonna be. I'll tell you tomorrow. So this video has gone on for a very long time. I'm not gonna say sorry it's been so short because I said that yesterday when actually the video was like 9 minutes long, so sorry. But anyway, so thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.